Hey, Dave Lawrenson, all the way from the UK. I would imagine it's probably good evening to you over there now, right? Local time here is 11:01, so you're probably about 6 to 7 hours ahead. All right, your question about cash advance. All right, cash advance is exactly that. It's a cash advance. Every week, I am given $100 cash advance that is charged to my paycheck. With the cash advance, I use that for food, scale, some small tolls, minor expenses. But it's mostly for personal use. $100 is, I live on a $100 a week, basically. When I get fuel, every Friday, I have a $100 available to me. Then at the end of the week, my boss will deduct my paycheck $100. If I spend now sometimes I don't scale the truck because in some week, some of my load is very light, so I don't need to scale the truck. So I don't need to pay for the cat scale. And sometimes I don't need to pay for the tolls. So that $100 is exact. I use that 100%. Now sometimes I could use anywhere from $20 on scales, and another, I don't know, $30 on tolls. Whatever expenses that I spend for the truck, the boss will reimburse me for those expenses. As long as I turn in the receipt, then he'll reimburse me for that, for those expenses. 100% of the expenses of this truck and trailer and everything about this business is 100% company expense. Most of the time, if it's a big item like a tire repair or a towing bill or whatever it may be that will cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars, then we have a blank check up here. We have this blank check right here. It's right now it's worthless. But the way this thing works is I will text my boss this check number, and then my boss will call this company and deposit whatever amount I need into that check number. So once my boss calls the company and deposits money to that particular check number, then I give that check to whoever I am paying someone to. That person will have to call that company to verify if that check is loaded or not. Then once he verifies that that check is loaded, it's actually got money behind it, then he will get a confirmation number. Then he can take that to any bank and cash it out. Think of it as a traveler's check, like an American traveler check, something like that. But as I said, right now, none of those checks, even if somebody were to steal those checks, they're worthless because there's as I said, there's no money behind it. They're not loaded yet. So what I do most of the time is, you know how bad I am with numbers. Sometimes if I text my boss the number of the check, and if I get one number wrong, then it's gonna spit out as invalid. So what I do is I take a picture of the check, then I text that to my boss. That way there's no confusion, no mistakes of me writing or texting the numbers. And I think that's all I can think of doing. There are several dozen different companies that that are like this, but one of the largest one is called ComCheck, and that's another system that they have. Is okay, on ComCheck I'll tell my dispatch, I said I need $300. Then they're going to call ComCheck and they're going to deposit $300 to that ComCheck company, and then the ComCheck company will give my dispatcher like a 14-digit number. It's really long, and then my dispatcher will give me those 14-digit number, and I just have to go and find a blank check, the check itself, and those 14-digit number, I can put it in any check of the ComCheck checks. There's a lot of check there. So I don't need to give the check number to my dispatcher, not like this one here. So again, once I have that 14-digit number, I give that to, for say, the lumpers. Then the lumpers, he's gonna find a check, give them the 14-digit number plus the check number, and to who is made it, who is the check made out to, and he's gonna call ComCheck and verify if that 14-digit number is a valid number or not, and the right amount has to match with the 14-digit number. If it was off by one number, then it's gonna spit out as invalid. And I don't particularly like ComCheck. I like this one better. Usually, for example, like I'm going to Shadow, the lumpers will come to my truck and give me a price on how much the unloading will be, and he'll say maybe $200. So I'll take a picture of the check, and then I give that check to the lumper, and I tell him wait about 10 minutes, 15 minutes before you call +1. And so he goes away. I give the amount of $200 and the check number, the check picture. I send it to my boss. My boss loads the money into that check number with that amount, and within usually 5 or 10 minutes, then that check is loaded. So instead of my boss dictating the 14-digit number to me over the phone or in Qualcomm or PeopleNet, and I had to copy all that to the piece of paper, and then there's just too many room for error, too much room for mistake of one number, being wrong. So this is more convenient. I like this one here. This is the first time I've used this +1 check. I'd never used it before, never even heard about it until I worked for ADL. And that's pretty much it there, Dave Lawrenson. Alright, welcome to Denmark. Alright, we'll catch you guys later. Once again, thank you so very much for watching, and happy Sunday, everyone. A gentle reminder, today is the day of salvation. Today's the best day to really live. Open your eyes and your heart. Invite Jesus Christ into your heart, and you will know the meaning of life. Peace.